Welcome to X Mystery Channel. In the world, there are always mysteries that scientists cannot answer, or we cannot know. They always contain mysterious questions. Mysterious stories have existed for thousands of years as they challenge humanity to find answers. Here are the top 5 mysterious places waiting for us to find the answer. Number 1, Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is one of the most mysterious places on the planet, located off the southeastern coast of the United States in the Atlantic Ocean, between Bermuda, Florida, and Puerto Rico. It has become a hub of unresolved mysteries. As part of the world's busiest shipping route, with several ships traveling to the US, Europe, and the Caribbean every day, for centuries, a large number of ships and planes have been reported to have mysteriously disappeared in this area. Additionally, this Bermuda Triangle has been blamed for the disappearance of thousands of people over the past decades. The stories surrounding the Bermuda Triangle date back to the time of Christopher Columbus, but it gained particular attention in the 20th century when the USS Cyclops Navy cargo ship, with over 300 people aboard, disappeared in this area. One of the most mysterious stories about shipwrecks involves the Mary Celeste. The ship became stranded at sea after beginning its journey from New York to Genoa, Italy. There were 7 crew members, along with Captain Benjamin Briggs, his wife, and his 2-year-old daughter aboard the ship at the time, and the ship was filled with alcohol. However, in December 1872, a British ship found the Mary Celeste off the Azores Islands near the Bermuda Triangle, with everything nearly intact, except for the entire crew, who had disappeared along with the lifeboat. Studies of the ship ruled out the possibility of a pirate attack because everything on board, including the barrels of alcohol it was transporting and the crew's valuables, was still intact. Many theories suggest this was a criminal conspiracy, an alien abduction, or even an attack by a giant squid. However, these speculations clearly do not add up. To this day, it remains unexplained why a fully competent crew on a day with good weather and with no apparent damage to their ship vanished. Number 2, Stonehenge. In the Salisbury Plain of southern England, 85.113 miles southwest of London, stands a massive stone complex. On a circular piece of land with a diameter of 140 meters are standing stone pillars arranged in 4 concentric circles. At the center of the circle lies a flat stone slab. This stone complex is called Stonehenge. Each stone pillar is approximately 13.5 feet tall, 6.1 feet wide, 3.3 feet thick, and weighs around 25 tons. Among them, the 2 heaviest stone pillars weigh up to 50 tons each. According to archaeologists, the stones that make up the central cluster were transported to this site around 2500 BCE. Despite extensive research on this mysterious monument, scientists have yet to explain how ancient Britons transported the massive monolithic stones and constructed Stonehenge. To build it, the ancient Britons had to transport a large number of stones from the Preseli Hills in Wales to Salisbury Plain, approximately 125 miles away from Stonehenge. How prehistoric builders, without modern technology, tools, or advanced techniques, managed to move stones weighing over 4 tons across such a great distance remains an unsolved mystery. One of the most famous theories about Stonehenge suggests that it was built as a calendar to track time and significant astronomical events. However, many believe it could have been a burial ground, a sacrificial temple, or even a cremation site, as traces of cremated human remains have been discovered there. Some even speculate that it served as a connection point between extraterrestrials and ancient humans. Yet, all these theories remain speculative. To date, no scientific evidence has proven the purpose of Stonehenge's construction, or how the ancient builders managed to transport and assemble such a monumental structure. Number 3, Pyramid. On the banks of the Nile River, in the ancient land of Egypt, within the vast desert near the outskirts of Cairo, stands a group of massive cone-shaped structures with a history of approximately 4,000 to 5,000 years. These are the Egyptian pyramids. Throughout history, they have been shrouded in mystery, with countless aspects that remain difficult to explain through science. The Great Pyramid was constructed from 2.3 million tightly bound stone blocks with a total weight of 5.9 million tons. Notably, each block weighs between 2 and 30 tons, with some weighing up to 50 tons. This has left scientists puzzled as to what methods or tools the ancient Egyptians used to transport and construct such a massive structure. According to History.com, the world hosts a peculiar triad of mysteries. 3 of the most enigmatic locations on Earth, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Silent Zone in Mexico, and the Bermuda Triangle, are all aligned along the same straight line on the planet. Not only located within the Triad of Mysteries, the 3 pyramids of Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure form a perfect straight line on the ground. Additionally, they are aligned with the 3 stars that make up the Orion's Belt constellation. This theory was first proposed by Robert Bauval in 1983. What adds to the mystery and eeriness of the pyramids are the unexplained deaths of archaeologists, which are believed to be linked to the so-called curse of the pharaohs. Scientists believe that the cause of death for these victims may be due to a type of bacteria that thrives for years in the damp environment of the tombs. However, most others attribute the deaths to the so-called curse of the pharaohs, which carries a warning that states, "Whoever enters this tomb with an impure heart, I shall strangle him like a bird." Number 4, Nazca Lines. In the 1920s, when airplanes flew over Peru, it was noticed that there were many paths on the ground. Strangely, these paths were located right in the middle of the desert, and the surrounding area was uninhabited. An archaeologist came to observe and discovered that these lines formed various images. These paths are called the Nazca Lines. Since then, the Nazca Lines have sparked interest and curiosity among people, and new patterns are still being discovered to this day, with 24 patterns identified in 2015. Archaeologists speculate that around 600 AD, this area was home to an agricultural civilization. They built an irrigation system and cultivated corn, potatoes, cotton, and other crops. They also produced some metal handicrafts and made pottery, jewelry, weapons, and other items. However, this civilization suddenly disappeared around 800 AD, and no one knows where they went, leaving behind only a few remnants and these mysterious drawings. Archaeologists have proposed many theories about the drawings, suggesting that they were created for religious rituals, animal sacrifices, and even human sacrifices. Some others believe that these patterns were a form of astronomical observation, a way for them to record natural celestial phenomena. Others think these motifs were simply artistic creations. Some theories even suggest that these are signals from extraterrestrials, serving as a means for them to connect, communicate, and collaborate with aliens. How these patterns were drawn remains an unanswered question, as they left behind no tools, methods, or techniques. Some believe they used simple tools like sticks, ropes, and stones to draw these motifs. First, they would create a small sketch on the ground, then use key points and proportions to scale it up into a larger version. This is an ancient drawing technique known as the enlargement method, which was also commonly used in architecture and painting. However, all of the above hypotheses are just speculations, and to this day, the Nazca Lines remain one of the mysteries that humanity has yet to explain. Number 5, Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat is one of the most important archaeological sites in Southeast Asia. It spans an area of about 400 square kilometers, including the Angkor Park forest area. This site contains many magnificent remnants of the capital from different periods of the Khmer Empire. The Angkor Wat complex includes famous temples such as Angkor Wat, Angkor Thom, and the Bayon Temple, known for its numerous sculptural decorations. To study the ruins of Angkor Wat, scientists used drones and ground-penetrating radar technology to scan the entire Angkor Wat temple complex into a map. However, what surprised them was that the map of these temples closely resembled the map of the Draco constellation. Each large planet corresponds to a temple below, suggesting a mysterious connection between Angkor Wat and Draco. Archaeologists conducted astronomical calculations and discovered that about 12,000 years ago, the lowest point of the Draco constellation in the sky was directly above Angkor Wat. Accordingly, many different theories have been proposed, with several suggesting that the architectural techniques and artistic creativity of Angkor Wat far exceeded the abilities and knowledge of the people at that time. They pointed out that the stone materials in the temple were perfectly crafted in terms of specifications and size, and all the statues of gods, Buddhas, and people were smoothly polished at the edges, looking lifelike. The people of that time could hardly have achieved this using only chisels and hammers. It took 2 hours to polish a stone weighing less than 100 pounds, and the weight of the largest single stone at Angkor Wat exceeds 10 tons. For such a stone, the time required for shaping with only hammers and chisels is truly unimaginable. The weight of the stones used throughout the Angkor Wat complex is immense, and these stones came from distant places, needing to be transported over long distances to reach the construction site of Angkor Wat. Even more surprising is that the entire Angkor Wat was built on a swamp without any foundation structures. Over the passage of time, Angkor Wat has not sunk, leading one to wonder, how did the ancient people manage to build such a structure? Whether or not Angkor Wat is connected to Draco or extraterrestrials, it remains a marvelous and astonishing architectural masterpiece, a precious and unique piece of cultural heritage.